Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever it is for you. I am so glad you're here to continue on with our training. So today we are in Module 2, and this is the introduction and the part 1 of your 5-part training program. My power cord is stuck on something here. Okay, so anyway, in this module, pull up my slides. In the previous module, you wrote your 5 steps that are needed to get to your solution, right? You remember doing that. And then you're going to be using those 5 parts in the next 5 modules. And we'll be using the first part in this module. But before we do that first part, we are going to create an introduction, which is really extremely important to set an overview so that your participants can have a really good framework of what to do, what to expect, so there's no big surprises. So I created, just on my own, I took a Word document and I created myself it's a table of contents. It's easy to do in the Word doc. And for me, I like that because it just sort of laid things out for me. And now, if I want to, I can use that and I can take all the slides that I use in PowerPoint and create it into a book. So that's an advantage of using PowerPoint, to be able to convert it into a book. And you've got another nice product that you can use, whether it's to give away, to add as a bonus, to sell it, do what you want with it. And so that's a thumbnail that I had created that's probably for the video that maybe you saw before you came here. And yeah, so here we go. And also, in this module, I started doing a little bit more designing, so you could get another idea of, if you're not familiar with this, of different kinds of designs with PowerPoint. And that's a whole nother training thing, but there's an easy way to just click on design and it gives you suggestions, and then you can change the colors and things like that. So some of the slides I beefed up a little bit with a little extra design. So we're going to make sure to create your title first of all. And it's going to be like the following slide is an example of what I created. And then I also created a narrative to go with that. And I'm going to show you that narrative. And that is very important for setting the stage for your course. So the following slide that I'm going to show you has the narrative that I worked off of as an example for you to follow. And on your title slide, or whether you're just writing it, I don't know how you're going to produce this, but it's really important that not only to have your title, but to also have a subheading, a subtitle below it that gives a little bit of a description of what it's about. So when people come to it, they can see what they're in for and see if it is what they have signed up for and if you deliver what you promised. So this is for all of us who have been preparing for months or years and haven't gotten out of the starting gate. And it's game on. Game on means it's a challenge. Come on, let's do this. So let's see. Let me go to the narrative. Now, when you were first presented with this course, in that first module, you saw the title slide like this. And you were looking at the title slide while I was talking to you, and these were the things I was talking to you about. And I've got them in different colors for a reason. As we go on through the slides, I want to be able to show you how each section of this narrative has a purpose. It might be establishing a relationship. It might be giving a direction. It might be resonating with your client. It might be a process. These are all things we need to incorporate to be able to relate and to show your sincere honesty and your authenticity, I guess, with creating your program with your client's best interest in mind. So, also these little color coordinated paragraphs are how you are going to be creating your script paragraph by paragraph like this. Okay, it'll make more sense as we go on. Let's go to the next slide. So you are going to create your introduction piece. And you can see here we say you're going to give a nice overall picture of the process, of the steps involved in the course, of the solution that you offer. What are they going to get? What's in it for them? And you want to do relationship building with this. So to do this, let's take a look at what I did at the end, we will have a better understanding of how to do this, okay? So I like to keep giving you an example. I'll teach it, give an example, and then it's going to be easier for you to follow. So this slide was, let me just back up a little bit. Okay, on the title slide, I was talking, you were looking at this, and I was talking about these things. Then I added more to it because I gave you another slide. And the next slide had this information here in the middle on it. Okay? It said this is a training series to encourage, to force, to move, put your hard work out there and do it. So right here in the blue, what I've written here is some prompts for you when you're writing, where you want to say, what is it? What is this program? What does it do for you? Meaning, what does it do for your client? And then provide how it provides as part of a solution. Okay, I always kind of like to include the solution because that's the goal you're going for, right? And you want to always know it's there and what is it and how am I going to get to it? Okay, so let's see. Here's a quick summary of what we'll be doing over the. No, forget that part. I don't want to go into that part yet. Okay, I don't want to confuse you more. Forget that. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next slide. Okay, so I added more information on when you saw this slide in the presentation, which is only this little middle part here, I talked about those bullet points. And this is what I talked about. I said it was a quick summary of what we will be doing over the next few weeks. And to keep in mind that everything you see me do is really the lead for you to follow. And that you'll be creating videos like I'm giving you right now, but in your own flavor. Okay, so for that previous slide, I added more narrative in order to create detail on the process and the solution. And then another hint, another prompt for you. Remember, the blue things are prompts for you when you're writing. Is that you might want to think about adding in as much overall detail because I think it's important that your client gets the best picture possible of what they are trying to accomplish, and then that sets them up for a better chance of success. Okay, so this looks like a lot, and it's not. It's like 3 sentences on each slide, and that's what you're going to be writing here in just a little bit. So this was another slide I gave. I gave more information. I gave more direction in my introduction about the course. That I said that you've got to promise something to me. You've got to commit that every week that you're going to put out 1 or 2 videos. They're 1 to 10 minutes long. How? It's to use your phone or a PowerPoint, and that I'll give you the topic. So here in the blue, I said I gave more direction, more of the process, so there's no surprises. And then I gave even more information on the next slide about how the program will flow. Here it is, what to expect, and comfort that they have the knowledge that they need. So in here I said the topics are adaptable and relatable to your area of expertise. Do you remember me telling you that stuff? That it's pretty sure what you've already completed. See, I'm saying you've got the knowledge for this. I'm giving comfort that you do have the knowledge for this. And that you'll upload your video to your own site. More direction. And at the end of the video, more direction. And you relate it back to your client. Okay? That's always just giving more direction, adding more to your introduction. Okay? Okay, so then I added more, and it was about how it's done. What's the process? So in the yellow, this is what was on my slide. I will put out a training video for each module and teach and demonstrate the topics so you'll have the model to follow. So I will teach it, model it, upload it, and you'll do the same. So over here is your prompt. Add more information so there's a clear-cut explanation of expectations and building the promise that there is support to accomplish this by saying you will have a model. So you see through all of these things and the prompts that I'm giving you, it's a way to relate to your client, to build a relationship, to build some trust, to be able to let them know that you've been there, you've done that you understand some of the roadblocks or some of the confusion that might happen. And so we're just setting up a great stage for success, okay? Success for you as a coach, success for your client. If your client succeeds, you succeed. Now, this looks like a big mess, and just bear with me because this is going to help you with writing your script. Now, first of all, like it says on the very top here, welcome to the Just Do It series and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that was my slide. That was my title slide. That was my welcome. Right now, write your welcome. Okay, write your welcome. Mine was welcome to the Just Do It series, and there was more to it. If you want me to go back here, see if I can find that slide. Right there. Welcome to the Just Do It series for all of us who have been preparing for months or years and haven't really gotten out of the starting gate. Game on. Maybe you want to take a screenshot of that or just mark where it is in the video so you can come back to it if you need to, or pause it right here. Okay, so we'll get back here to that screen. That looks like a mess. So right now, pause it. Write your welcome title with the subheading, excuse me. Okay, pause the video and do that. Okay, now that you're back and you've done it, don't not do it, because that's been our problem. We'll just say, okay, I'm going to get it all done and then I'll do it. Don't. Just write chicken scratches, write ideas, get it down some way, get it down. Do not do it, okay? I've been there. I know what you're thinking. Just do it. Okay, that's why I called this Just Do It. Would you just do it? You can. Okay, so in the red 2 sentences here where I say, I believe you are here because you are one of us. I'm establishing a relationship. I'm saying you're one of us. I'm saying that I've been here with you. I'm stating the problem. Been preparing for a long time to get yourself, your business there, but just haven't made it past the starting gate. That's another problem. I'm stating the problem and I'm establishing a relationship within that sentence. Okay? And then, so you could stop the video right now and you could just add in 2 sentences like this. Just substitute in your words. Use mine if you want. You've got my permission to use any of this. Use any of it. Just make it authentic to you. Okay, so maybe you want to write that little paragraph right now. You could do that. Okay, and then the next little paragraph is where I'm supporting their decision with reassurance, with relationship, and I'm resonating with it. So I say, well, you've come to the right place. Okay, that was reassuring to you, wasn't it? It's like, finally, I'm at the right place. Maybe you questioned it, but I'm hoping that you do feel you're at the right place. And then I say, because I agree with you. Okay, I'm resonating with you that it's getting boring just doing nothing. I mean, just getting information and never doing anything with it. And so we want to open up the gates. Okay, open up the gates. There's a little bit of an action. Okay, so you can stop the video now. You can write 2 more sentences like that. Okay, then our next one, these series of sentences right here, it's the solution. It's what you get. Oh my gosh, Siri was listening to me. Oh, just a minute. I got to get Siri to be quiet. She never talks when I want her to. Oh. I just tossed her. I think she's still alive. Okay, back to these last few sentences. It's the solution that we're offering here. It's what you get in a relationship. It's a flavor that you're adding to this. So what I said, I stated a problem. You're learning you are learning and accumulating knowledge. And the solution is to start pumping out some YouTube videos. And another solution, we said we're going to not only create videos, you guys, but you got an added benefit. You're creating a 5-part training program. Okay? And then we're going to see if we can't cross the finish line together and reap the rewards. That's a benefit. That's a benefit. Tell them what's a benefit from that solution that you're offering. And then to really start helping people and the people that are looking for what you have, those are some more benefits. Okay? So you can pause the video if you want and write those 3 sentences that I just put there. Substitute in your own words, write it in your own way. But I tell you, it's if you are the type of person that this stuff just flows out of you, go ahead and just let it flow and do it. But if you're the kind of a person who just says, I don't really know how to do this, I need a template, I really need guidance, this is it. This is your template. And you can do it with me, paragraph by paragraph, and when we're done, you have all the pieces together, then you can really make it flow in your style. And I think it'll come out really, really nice. Okay, let's go to the next slide, because it's a continuation of what I had in my script, okay, what I had in my introduction. So this next paragraph it's about relationships, reassurance, action, and support. I'm so happy. I mean, doesn't that make you feel better that the person you're with that's going to coach you and teach you is happy about it, instead of being like, I don't know why I'm even teaching this course, because I just don't even like it. Nobody does anything the way I want them to. I mean, ew, who wants that? And trust me, I've had those kind of courses, and I tried to just barrel through and do it with a positive attitude. But if you're not happy, don't say it. But you should be happy. Okay? You should be happy that people want to learn from you. So I'm happy that you're here and that you've taken the first step to put yourself out there. So that's reassurance. It's reassurance. Take a hold of your fearless mindset. Command your dreams. Not just sit and wait for your dreams to happen, because they won't. Okay? So you're reassuring that they're doing the right thing. Okay? So pause it if you want. Write that paragraph out. Okay? And then our next paragraph down here with the pink. It's sincerity, gratitude from the coach, uplifting and encouraging to the client and support. So what I said is it's a heartfelt thank you for allowing me to be your guide. I'm humbled by that. I'm humbled that you want to take a course from me and you want to hear what I have to offer. So I'm giving you my thanks and my gratitude, and I'm reassuring you that I'm running beside you, stride by stride, down this track, so we can both cross the finish line together. Okay? That means we're working on this together. You're not alone. And that's huge. That's huge for many, many people. Okay? And then our next paragraph here, it's stating the solution again. It's the end result. It's a redirect back to their expertise, their emphasis, and it gives them value. So I'm saying you're going to have an amazing 5-part mini-series training program ready to be delivered in your own special way. That's you. That's your expertise. It's the only way that your message was designed to be delivered, and it can only be done by you. That's you. That's your expertise. I can't do it your way. You can't deliver it my way. God put something in you for you to deliver it in your way, and there are people out there that need your way. That's why we're doing this, right? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video again if you'd like and write those little paragraphs. And now on the next slide, this is creating, it's another way of creating this introduction. So if I go back to we took this apart, right? And we talked about writing it, each little paragraph, and that was all great. And now, because people learn in different ways, I'm going to present it in another way. Some of you, it might make more sense for you to write your paragraphs out or your whole intro out with this picture in mind here. And all I've done is I've just made the first few words of each sentence, and then you can finish it. So you kind of see how the sequence goes. So you've got your title, write out your title and subtitle, and then your summary of the course. And this was the narrative on my slide, and that involves these things. That's what these things are. This is the beginning of the first paragraph. I believe you are here because And, well, you have come to the right place. Remember, that's the reassurance that they did the right thing. And our learning and accumulation of knowledge. Remember, that's stating the problem. And pumping out the information was another solution. And I'm happy that you're here, okay? And thank you for allowing me the gratitude, and that you're creating this 5-part mini series, okay? So that is just another way of looking at, another way of reinstating this and this. Those 2 slides are this. Okay, so whichever way you learn best from for that part to write your introduction, do that. But there's more. Remember, I had more slides. So here we go. This is just another way to take a look at it, just to review it, to look at it again, write your welcome, state the problem, all of these things. We went through this pretty extensively, but I'll just have them here again, just for your review. This one, I just combined a couple slides, or I added more information. And so now, if you could write your intro slide here. Okay. And then I added more direction. I gave more direction, more of the process, so there are no surprises. So I'm just reviewing what we talked about again. And so now you add more direction like I did. Write it down now so you can keep up. You can make it flow later. Just get the points down. Okay, this is the part that was on my slide. Okay, this is reviewing what we've already done. Just to make it look different. It might click for you better. I added more information, and I said that you had to promise me every week. These were the things you had to promise. This was the process. And I said you're adding even more information about how the program will flow, what to expect, all of those things. Now add your information. Add more of it. Do it now. Don't get behind. Okay? You're writing your script along with me for your introduction. Okay? And then this is another one. So you're going to add more information, so there's a clear-cut explanation of expectations. Okay, and this was the stuff I had added, and so now here I'm telling you right now, it's your turn. Make it clear-cut, concise, write it out. Write it out right away. Remember, just do notes, just get it down. You can make it all flow later. Just get the ideas in right now. And then this was the next slide. I'm happy that you're here. Remember that? I talked about how you don't want to be grumpy, like, I don't know why you showed up, because this class is really stupid. No, you want you're happy they're here. Genuine, care, concern, authentic. Okay? And thank you. Be humbled. Unless you're not. Don't be who you are. What you see is what you get here. So you got a 5-part mini. Say, okay, we talked about all this. Can you write those things up? And so now, finalize and write your entire introduction. Okay? This is where you're going to stop the video, and you need to get this done before you go on. So there's just a little bit left. But now you need to take the time to put the introduction into your course together. Write it out on a Word document, or put it into a slide production, or whatever you want it to do. Have it written somewhere. I just put mine on slides, like I presented to you. And then once it's all written, so that's welcoming, it tells your audience what to expect and how it will be delivered and how you will be involved in some way, and it tells the end result, and it pretty much states what you promised to deliver. That's really important. Like I said before, it's set the stage, because you don't like it when, like, you sign up for a class and then all of a sudden you think you're going to make 5 videos, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I decided we're just going to turn it into an ebook and we're just going to write. Are you kidding me? I don't want to do that. So tell them what it is. Deliver your promise. Now, in the green is the important part. When that is done, start the video again, and we're going to set up the outline for your first teaching module, part 1 of your 5-part series. Okay, we're just going to set up the outline for it, and then you're going to get started on that too. So pause the video and get this all done. When you're done, start it up again. Okay, so now hopefully you have your introduction finished, because now we're going to create part 1. And it looks like I wrote on here creating part exclamation point. So that is really a 1, okay? So now you need to list all of the things that you want to teach in your first part of your 5-part series. I don't count the introduction as a module because it's just the introduction and it's what I feel is necessary for a complete product. I don't feel it's fair to just bang blindside somebody with just start doing what I say. And so think about what is the first thing you want to teach. And you already set that up in the module before. You put those 5 parts that you want to teach. So we're on part number 1. Now we got to think about what is involved in teaching part number 1. So on this next slide, I made out just a kind of a hypothetical outline for what it would be. So first of all, number 1 here, the title, and I just called it 3 reasons counting calories is a myth. Let's say that's what I want to teach in this one module, and I'm only teaching one thing. And then you always state what you're going to deliver, and in an interesting way, as that is where they're going to decide to leave or to stay. So maybe I'll say, off the top of my head, in today's video, I'm going to reveal 3 reasons why counting calories do not work, and you'll be blown away by the findings. Okay? I don't know, you'd probably come up with a better title than that, but so you can see how it's not just, I'm going to teach you how not to count calories. So give it something interesting that's going to make them want to stay. And then your next point is your 3 myths. Myth number 1, myth number 2, myth number 3. That's kind of hard to say. And so then you're going to explain each one of those myths. Talk about each one of those points. If it's 3 points, if it's 5 points, if it's 10 points, if it's 2 points. Whatever it is in there, now is where you're going to discuss those things. Now, remember, we said these are 1 to 5 minute to 10 minute videos that you're going to put up there. So you don't need to make these really in-depth. That's up to you, though. You can. That's totally up to you. So you explain your 3 points, and then on number 6 here, your summary of what you taught. You always want to summarize what you taught, and why is it relevant, and how does it serve your client, and what is the next lesson, and when and how it'll be delivered. So you might say something like number 7, hey, check out my blog at myblog.com. That's not a real place. I just made that up. Maybe it is, but I don't know. And so check out my blog at myblog.com and find out some more really cool myths about weight loss. Okay, so you're going to lead them back to your website, or back to an opt-in you might have, or back to some landing page. Or number 8, you need to also make sure at the end of your video, because I forgot it on mine, is tell them to make sure to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, click the bell, and share this video. And don't forget to check in the description below this video to get more free stuff, or whatever it is you might have. You could put links in that description to lead them to maybe you've got a free ebook, because you want to get them to opt in. You want to get them to get on your mailing list. Okay? And then number 9, you're going to tell them it depends on what your process is and how you're going to use this, but you might say, keep an eye out in your inbox for the next lesson coming your way. Or if you've clicked the bell, you'll get a notification when I post my next video in this series. Okay? I'd like to say, are there any questions? Because I'd like to know, but I can't hear you. So, you have a choice now. And this is the last part of this video. You can make the introduction you did as a separate video. Just make it an introductory video. And at the end of it, you're going to refer to the next step. So you can create a playlist on YouTube so that as these videos are completed, you can put them into the playlist and they go in order so that when people see them, they can just click on them. And if they've clicked the bell, the notification bell, then every time you post a video, they will be notified. And they'll know when you post a new video. But if you put them if you put all these things into a playlist, they'll just, when they play one, you'll see how on the side, the next ones are up there and waiting to just keep being played in order. Or you can combine your introduction and your first part 1 video all together. That's totally up to you. And make sure though, once you've created it, if it's 1 or 2, upload it, mark it as public, and then send me the link. And then we're going to start part 2. Do not go ahead and start part 2 until you get part 1 done, and get part 1 done right away. Because we're all here together because we have that one problem of not completing action, not taking action, of thinking we need to make it perfect, of thinking we need to get a little bit more information. That's not what this is about, you guys. This is about get it done, do it, get it out there. Just get it out there because it's just breaking the ice. It's breaking the ice to put yourself out there and to put your business out there. Siri is still alive and well. I guess you heard that. Maybe when you're making your videos, don't have your cell phone with you or turn it off. And I think this is everything we need on here. You guys are doing a great job. You're doing a great job already. Just stay with me, okay? Send me an email if you have a question, if something here is confusing you. This is really the hardest part now. This stuff is, the next modules are going to be easy. It's really going to be repeating the creation. It's going to be repeating this outline basically for each module, for each part that you're going to create of your 5 parts. Okay, it's just rinse and repeat. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the next module. But for right now, make sure you have that intro done, write it up as a script, put it on a PowerPoint, however it is that you want to use it, and make a video of it, make a video of your part 1 training, or make them both into one video. Mark it as upload it to YouTube, mark it as public, send me the link, email me with questions, and I think that's everything. Make sure to tell them to click the bell, give you a thumbs up, subscribe, share it, look in your description if you had more information in there. Okay, good luck with everything. I'm cheering you on, I'm behind you. I can't wait to see what you guys have done. This is just really cool. So far, it has been really amazing. Okay, we will see you in the next module. Bye-bye.